Y'all ever blink and suddenly it's tomorrow? That was me. The episode took the scenic route, but is finally here and ready to bless your ears. Thank you for riding with me even when I'm on island time. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked in the mirror? Not to fix your hair or critique your face, but to see your strength. To truly witness the resilience behind your eyes, to acknowledge the battles you survived, and to honor the journey that brought you through. Stay tuned for the first episode of The Mirror Talk.
Hey, I like to eat and I like to travel. But most of all, I love traveling to eat. Well, if you're hungry and you're on the road ready to eat, you're where traveling and food meet, take you on a journey. Buckle up, you're in the front seat. Your road trip is so complete. Cause you're with the traveling hungry girl. You're with the who? Traveling hungry girl. Recipe, the food. Traveling hungry girl. Restaurant reviews. Traveling hungry girl. Where food meets travel. Right here with Traveling Hungry.
Hey. Welcome to Traveling Hungry Girl, the podcast where food, travel, and culture come together in the most flavorful way. I am Amani Sky, your host, and I am so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to the very first episode of The Mirror Talk, a sacred space where affirmations meet reflection and healing begins with honesty. This space was created for the kind of moment when you pause, breathe, and remember who you are. When you need a gentle reminder that you are already enough, already powerful, and already growing. Today's episode is called An Affirmation of Strength. Let's center ourselves. Take a deep breath in and let it out. One more time. Inhale healing. Exhale doubt. Now let's speak life into ourselves with today's affirmation. I am rooted like coconut trees, bending, never breaking, always growing towards the light. Repeat that as many times as you need. Let it sit in your bones. That strength, it's yours. It's always been yours. Let's take a moment to let that soak in. This isn't just a beautiful sentence. It's a reminder of your power, your resilience, and your heritage. Coconut trees are iconic throughout the Caribbean and across the global South. They symbolize cultural pride, abundance, and survival against the odds. Planted in sandy soil, exposed to storms, yet still standing tall, that's no accident. That's design, that's divine. When we say, I am rooted like coconut trees, we're claiming our foundation. Even if life has tossed you into unfamiliar circumstances, even if your roots had to dig deep into broken places, you still found a way to stand, to rise, to belong. This affirmation speaks to the resilience that lives within you. You bend with the winds of disappointment, delay, and difficulty, but you don't break. You flex, you adjust, you sway, but you don't fall apart. Just like the coconut tree, you've been designed with a divine flexibility, strong enough to endure the storm, yet soft enough to grow from it. You are unshakable, not because the storm doesn't come, but because you learned how to dance with it. Then comes the second part, always growing toward the light. That's the essence of growth. No matter what season you're in, whether you're in bloom or barely hanging on, there's something inside of you still reaching, still hoping, still hungry for better. Like the tallest palms on the coast, you grow towards joy, towards healing, towards purpose, and towards a legacy. This isn't passive growth. It's intentional. It's spiritual. Every time you choose peace over bitterness, every time you show up even when it's hard, and every time you choose to keep going, you grow towards the light. That's your inner strength. Not loud, not boastful, but ever present. This affirmation is especially powerful for us cultural women, my fellow Caribbean souls, and for anyone carrying the weight of generational trauma and turning it into generational triumph. It is a declaration rooted in cultural pride, honoring where you come from while staying open to who you are becoming. So today, repeat this with meaning. I am rooted like coconut trees, bending, never breaking, always growing towards the light. You are not fragile. You are not finished. You are firmly planted and divinely guided. Carry this truth into your day. Let it be your posture, your prayer, your power. If this speaks to you today, hold on to it, revisit it, and say it in the mirror. Say it in the silence. Say it when it's hard to believe, but say it anyway. Because every time you do, you strengthen the roots beneath your feet. Thank you for joining me on this step of the journey. This is just the beginning. Until next time, keep talking to your reflection like it's sacred, because it is. You've been listening to The Mirror Talk, where your truth meets its echo. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with a friend, and let's connect on Instagram and TikTok at Traveling Hungry Girl. Also, don't forget to subscribe and show some love to my show. Your support helps this podcast reach even more foodies, travelers, and cultural lovers just like you. And remember, great food and travel stories are always better when shared. Until next time, keep exploring, keep eating, and keep living your best life. Bye.